Previously on Survivor Boston. After losing all of his allies, Matt was left alone on New Pijaki, and without an idol, hope seemed to be lost.
And then it was just, you felt all this tension just in the elevator on the way down. It was not good.
However, a surprise twist kept him in the game when Matt chose to mutiny off of his tribe, giving him a second chance. With Emily M. and Matt back together, a clear physical advantage, and a numbers majority, things looked to be bright on New Makwa. Pijaki, losing yet again, had to vote somebody out of the majority alliance.
Maybe we'll finally get something nice handed to us, and instead we got a big old shit in my mouth is what you gave me, Jacob Albert.
Jonathan felt that he was in a comfortable position by pitting the duos of Spencer and Isabella against Tay and Joe. However, Jonathan's tribe members soon caught up with his hard gameplay and quickly turned the tables on their former ally, sending Jonathan home.
6th person voted out of Survivor Boston. Jonathan.
12 are left. Who will be voted out tonight?
Let me gather my thoughts quickly. So we voted out Jonathan, which in retrospect, I don't truly think was the best move for mine and Isabella's games. In retrospect, I think maybe we should have taken advantage of a partnership with Jonathan and voted Tay out when we had the chance, because when looking back on it, I do think that Jonathan would have stuck with me and would have stuck with Isabella more so than Tay will going into the merge. So I think it was the smart vote for that moment because it made us all feel more united, but going forward in the future, I do think we probably should have voted Tay instead.
I would have to say after voting out Jonathan, the tribe was pretty spooked. Simply because it's like, oh, now we're down to 4 people. So that's always fun, and we're going into the next challenge with just 4 people. And that, that's just slightly concerning because, you look at the other tribe and they're like a monster, like literally. Especially personally for my game, it would have been great if Jonathan had stuck around, but he went around saying that someone in his most personal alliance was like, hey, we should vote them out, which that right there is asking for trouble, and he wasn't even on the hot seat.
We talked about the fact that I'm wearing 2 different wool socks and not 1 turtleneck, not 2, but 3 turtlenecks, and it's cold outside.
It's very unfortunate for me in my game that Matt was able to switch. I really wish I hadn't slept through that challenge because I was initially supposed to show up, but I just I couldn't. I'd been pulling 14-hour days and just hadn't had enough sleep, and I couldn't get myself out of bed. But I'm stuttering, Jack and Emily Kidd, who are Jack's in the Foxy 4, Emily Kidd, we're kind of counting as just a number at this point. But it's dark as f*** in here, Jack.
Here, wait, watch this. Ready?
I'm kind of digging the silhouettes, to be honest. It's cinematique. Ooh. Okay.
You know, I felt surprisingly comfortable after we all came together and voted Aiden out. When I first joined that tribe, I figured I might be a target simply because, you know, they had the majority of old Pijaki, but you know, those guys really made me feel welcomed, and like the kind of very unified vote to get rid of Aiden. It felt good that everybody, you know, told me what they were gonna do and then stuck to their word about it. But I really enjoyed the Makwa tribe now. I think we have a lot of talent on that with Will and Emily M. Now Matt coming over. Like, it was just a really jacked roster of people. So
it's not even like a friendship thing. It's like you guys are the people that I want to continue this game with.
Literally, yes, dead ass. Like we had such a strong game. Like,
and we had such a fun time, even though we were technically like voting against each other. We still had fun.
So who do we align with now?
After Aiden got out, we really want to target Jack, because everyone thinks Jack and Tay are like a power couple. You know, they're just friends, but they're like working together and they're really closely aligned. So and he's really tall and like muscular and like he's powerful in challenges, but like he hasn't. I mean, Matt took him down, so he's not like that tough. But he said he was like a linebacker in high school. And again, like my thing is like get rid of all the athletic people, so it's easier for me. And then Matt, who was on the new Pijaki tribe, wound up stepping down and coming over to the new Makwa tribe, which I totally understood, because like he was gonna get voted out because they're all tightly aligned. He was like the odd one out. They knocked out Natalie, they knocked out Christy. They're gonna get him next. So I mean, it made the most sense for him to come over here. So I wasn't really surprised, but at the same time, I felt even worse for like the new Pijaki tribe, because they had like, after he left them, and since they've been losing, they wound up going down to like 5 people, which really sucks for them, and I feel bad.
I don't have any gauge on who is lying to me. Oh my god, I'm the same way. Like, I'm so sorry. Like, I want to trust you, and I want to trust Jack, and I also want to trust Dan, and I want to trust you, but I just like... Do I make you nervous because you make me? You terrify me. You terrify me? I'm gonna love with you. Like, no, I want you to merge, and I was like... really? Like, we merged, I was like... I was like, Emily, because I knew that if we had stayed Pijaki, like the I was like, you and Matt were gonna be my main competition. That's funny. To the end game, like, and I knew that, and then you got on my team, and I was like, well, yeah. So okay, here's the thing, is like, I feel like I need you, and I feel like you need me.
Yeah, Siobhan's name got thrown around a lot as someone that we'd get out first, but I think that I need Siobhan and Jack. And she just said, I want you to know that my gameplay is that I want to play with strong players. And I'm worried about you, but I want to get to the merge with strong players. And we sort of had this really good bonding moment.
And like, I meant what I said to you on Friday. Like, I meant what I said to you too. I hope, I mean, I get them, I understand, you know, voting off strong players, surrounding yourself with like weak sauce, making it easy to win, or, you know, having like a cool upset if like a floater wins or whatever, but like, I don't, like, it's not interesting to me to play against people that I know I'm outsmarting. And I feel like I wanna have some people, like, I trust Jack. I trust Jack because... Okay, I really want to trust Jack. I haven't talked to him that much, but he automatically, like, I was like, oh, this is the person I want to play with. I've known Jack for like a week, and immediately was just like, yeah, that's nice.
Without like telling Dan, we like included Dan in like our alliance that's forming, and possibly Bailey, or possibly Will, we'll see.
It's like the windy episode.
All right, Makwa, getting your first look at the new Pijaki tribe. Jonathan voted out at the last round council.
Look at us.
Is that their whole tribe? That is their entire tribe. Are you guys ready to get to your first immunity challenge today?
Yeah.
Right, Jack, I'll take that back.
I thought you got to keep that forever.
There you go. I know, I
thought you got the immunity idol again.
Yeah, immunity is back up for grabs. For today's challenge, we have a Survivor Classic. All the way on the other side of the fields, we have 2 slingshots. It takes 3 people to man this slingshot. The other person on your tribe will be across on the other side of these cones, attempting to catch a ball launched by your tribe mates. First tribe to 5 points wins immunity. The other tribe will go to tribal council, or someone will be the 7th person voted out of this game. For Makwa, we have Bailey, Jack, and Matt working the slingshot, and Will catching. For Pijaki, we have Isabella, Spencer, and Tay working the slingshot, and we have Joseph catching. We are playing to 5, first round. 3, 2, 1, launch. Ah, ball to a miss. We'll reset again. We'll reset, Spence. 3.
It's easier to run forward than it is to run backwards.
3, 2, 1, launch.
Oh, you got that. You got that. That's all you.
Will scores for Makwa. Makwa leads 1-0. We're going again. 3, 2, 1, launch. Pijaki misses the. Oh, Will takes a fall. Oh, Joseph, so close.
Will, back up a little bit.
Will, if it bounces, just go down.
Yeah, give me some back. Yeah.
I'm ripping them today.
All right, going again. 3, 2, 1, launch. Both to a miss. We're gonna reset and go again. You guys can rotate at any time, by the way. We'll play to 4 just because it's hella cold, right? Alright, we're gonna play to 4 because it'd be hella cold. Alright, we're gonna launch again in 3, 2, 1. Both tribes launch. Joseph misses. Will catches, scoring for Makwa. Makwa leads 2-0. Playing to 4.
Ball, Falber?
Oh, dude, I'm all about balls bouncing. 3, 2, 1, launch. Spencer drops. Will just misses. Spencer being near useless in this challenge.
Are we going 4 now?
Yeah! What? Do you want to switch? 2 more, you guys. So easy. Are you fine? Okay, I'm fine. Are you fine?
Makwa and Pijaki considering switching. Will they leave Spencer on the slingshot?
Unless you want to switch, then we might.
Try to get around this area.
No? Okay. Okay.
Joseph trying to point out that they have to shoot the ball to him. All right.
Have it, Albert.
3, 2, 1, launch. Jack drops. Joseph just misses. Going again.
Lost the ball. It disappeared.
3, 2, 1, launch. Both tribes launch. Will catches, scoring for Makwa. Makwa leads 3-0.
Will, you're my hero!
One more will do it for Makwa. All right, 3, 2, 1, launch. Jack launches. Will just misses.
Yeah, it's fine.
I'm confused on what that shot was.
The jockey thing that's ever happened. This shit went backwards.
No, don't let it phase you. One more, you guys.
All right.
This is it.
Who's going out?
Makwa playing for the win. 3, 2, 1, launch. Makwa shoots. Will scores. Makwa wins immunity. Sending Pijaki to Tribal Council yet again.
Look at everybody. Good job.
Makwa, congratulations. You guys are safe again from Tribal Council. You guys all know this routine by now. Pijaki will be exiling one of you. However, this will only last until 5 p.m. today.
I think we know it more than the other chick knows it. I think we're more familiar
We know
with
the rules at this point.
All right, who's going to be exiled?
Siobhan.
Siobhan will be exiled yet again until 5 p.m. Tribal Council will be at 10:30 for you guys, which is hella soon.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, you guys are all good. You can head out.
That was just one of the funniest fucking things of all time. I just felt solid that this was a good athletic makeup of people that probably wasn't going to lose another challenge, especially with what the new Pijaki tribe was left with.
The tribe dynamic after Matt came over was honestly just stick with the same people we've been with from the beginning, try to bring in a little bit more so we have more numbers, and keep the original like five guys burgers and fries plus like I guess Will now in the loop and keep them strong as opposed to like flipping and everything because of the tribe switch. So our goal is just like honestly make it to the merge at this point.
I think it's gonna take a lot of explaining for me to vote off an original green team member. But like honestly, like if somebody just gave me $10, I might do it. $5, it doesn't matter. Bribery is not encouraged, but I don't think it matters that much.
So this past immunity challenge was basically both teams were separated. We had a catapult and one other person had a basket, and we had to catapult tennis balls at the person with the basket and they had to catch it. And Joe was our catcher and Spencer, Isabella, and I were on the catapult. And we failed. We did not even get one ball in our basket, and that was like, yeah. Saw that coming. Well, moving forward in this tribal, there are only 4 people, so everyone's name is going to be mentioned.
I just want to let you guys know there's going to be probably some cursing and stuff in it. Probably not some stuff for your 7th graders. But it's going to be a fun time.
Are you gonna censor that,
Jacob? It'll be so funny if they put the Survivor logo over the mouth. Do it, Jacob. That would make it a lot better. Like,
Critters. You know, I am playing the social game and I want to be close to everyone. So this is purely game. Like, I really am looking out for myself in the future. I honestly would love to work with Joe. This will hopefully work in my favor later on in the game.
I didn't really have anything else to say. I was just panicking and I needed to talk to someone who was level-minded.
Yeah, no. I have no idea who's on the chopping block. I am 90% sure that me and Tay are locked down. Like, we're not going to vote for each other, but that also comes down to Spencer and Isabella because they're super close. So, are they going to vote for one person and me and Tay vote for one person and it comes down to a tie where we ultimately have to pull rocks out of a pillowcase? Maybe, because at some point you need to vote out Spencer, because you know very well that this guy is going to turn right back around and start voting off all the Mako people.
But he was like, I don't want to vote out Spencer, obviously. And then, like, right before I left, like, Bailey and Emily were like, you need to make a big move. And then we were like, what? And then they were like, you need to take on Spencer. And then, but like, Joe and I were gonna go meet, so we were like, okay, bye. So, and like, it was really ominous and weird.
Okay, but here's my thinking. I'm just thinking like 7 steps ahead because I know that merge is right around the corner. I'm okay with voting Spencer, but my thought is that I know that once we get to merge, that no one's really going to be picking on Joe because everyone loves Joe, so he's going to make it really, really far. And if we, if we wanted to vote off Joe, it would be so much harder later. Whereas once we get to merge, like, Spencer's going to be a big target, which like helps us just because we won't be. Do you know what I mean? Like, we need to get rid of Joe. if we get rid of Tay, I think we're immediately going to be on Siobhan and Jack and all their radars. I just want Tay out of this game. Not because I don't like her, but because she's a really good social player. And that's becoming more and more clear. Literally, the fact that I've lost every single tribal and I'm still here, I'm strategizing harder than anyone, and I don't care what anybody says, I know it's true. Hello. So we'll try to win, but if we lose again. Also, Tay's like not being like, yeah, Joe. She's like, I feel really, really bad about this, but.
So I feel confident that Tay will keep with voting Joe today, but if it doesn't happen and Tay and Joe vote for me and Isabella vote for Joe, I'm really not that concerned because I'm going to continue to write Joe's name down until either Tay votes with us or until we go to Rocks. And at that point, that would suck ass, but you know, I'm willing to do it for the drama, so.
I was like shitting a brick.
Yeah, he looks very upset.
He's like so upset.
Should
But,
I
like,
stay
he
here
was
for this?
late.
Can I stay here for this?
If I wanted to win, I wouldn't take Spencer to the end. I think that we have been identified as a pair, and I think that it could be very damaging, which is why both of us are working really hard to separate ourselves so that no one knows that we're working together, because once people realize that, I think it will spell trouble.
Yeah, our numbers are dwindling and we have to make really smart choices, you know, moving forward. Who do we want to bring? Because obviously someone has to go and someone has to move forward, so yeah.
Alright, guys. So, Pijaki, welcome back
Thank you.
to Tribal Council.
It feels like I was just here yesterday. We're like, we can't lose again. Like, we just can't.
We can't.
So let's start with that. Spencer, how do you change the dynamic that's on this tribe? You guys started with 8 people, and now we're about to go down to 3.
I don't know. Like, we're all so tight. Like, literally the 4 of us have great communication. We hang out outside of Survivor, so we're friendly. What the hell do you want us to do? Like, I simply don't know what to do. Like,
So then, Tay, if you guys are all communicating well, like being friendly, how do you decide who gets taken out of this tribe? Because someone still has to go.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard, especially with the time crunch we had. I think at this point we just have to, you know, look out for ourselves and make the best decision for our game in the future.
Isabella, how much thought have you guys put into a potential merge coming up on the horizon?
Literally everything in my life is based off of the potential merge coming up in the horizon, which I'm hoping is soon AF, otherwise we're screwed. I've already started thinking about, like,
Thinking about what?
I don't know.
So, Joseph,
Yes.
last time when we were at Tribal Council, you guys did say that you were thinking about a potential merge in the long
Yes.
run. Should you guys be thinking about the right here, the right now, about who is on this tribe and who's going to prevent us from coming to Tribal Council?
I think basically it all comes down to like who you can still trust. Because I mean, there's still some things going on here, but like everyone else said, we had like 30 to 40 minutes to pull a vote together.
Also, do I find it annoying that the other tribe is continually trying to sway my votes?
Yeah.
Stay in your own lane.
Exactly.
Can you
Literally-
explain that?
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you. So here's the
Get the
dealio.
fireside ready.
They are so thirsty for blood because they've only been to one tribal. I've gone to tribal every single week, try me. And they just really like want to make big moves and are like, "Ugh," but like from their like safe little home, they're like, we're crazy. And they were like, listen, like, you need to vote off Spencer. He's like a big player. You need to make a big move.
And also, like, Emily was talking to me and Taylor, like, she was like, make a big move. And we're like, what's
You
a big
make
move?
a
She's
big
like,
move.
She's like, you know, a big move. And we're like,
And I was
what
like,
does that
do
even
you
mean?
have
Like,
any
what
fun
big move?
There's
Pinterest
4 of us.
ideas?
Yeah, it's
It's so
how can you
nice.
make a big
it's
move?
so nice from your safe area to be like, you make a big move. You
Like,
stir
bitch,
the pot.
you
like, what
Wait.
pot is there to stir? There's 4 of us! There's 4!
We love each other!
Like,
we
what are you
literally
talking
love each
about?
other!
You make a big move. You get a target. on your
Voting
back.
any of these
Don't
4
have
is
to
gonna be a big move because there's only 4!
Come
Alright,
on. I don't
so,
pick them.
Joseph, should you consider what the other tribe is saying? This is a college version of Survivor where you see everybody that you're playing this game with every day.
I mean, honestly, it kind of makes me kind of scared because it's like, well, why do they want him off?
What do they know that we don't?
Yeah. And I'm like, what? And so it makes me even more confused about a 30-minute vote that we got to pull together. Like, should I consider their ideas? But I don't want to work with them. So, like, why? Like, if I conform to their vote, like, what is that going to do to me? Like, how's that going to be for my game? Because that's what they want. So,
So
you know.
Isabella, you said, what do they know that I don't when they're throwing Spencer's name out there? Does that make you weary of Spencer?
Absolutely. It does make me have reservations about Spencer, which I think is valid, you know, which is like annoying because like for whatever reason, literally everyone on that tribe thinks that we're in an alliance. They literally were like, oh yeah, you're not gonna do that because you're in an alliance with him. And I was like, that's rude! But also like valid. Like they were working with Spencer before we were.
So Spencer, how do you feel about that? The other tribe has been throwing your name under the bus and it's making your own tribe mates kind of question where you stand. Does that worry you?
It doesn't really worry me because I have trust in the people that I'm sitting next to. It doesn't really worry me because I know that the four of us here have seen that I am willing to vote with the majority every single time. You know, Emily, Matt, they can throw my name out all they want. If it sways the votes of the people right here, then that's fair, but also I just feel kind of bad for y'all because they're the bigger targets after merge.
I agree.
So Tay, how important is this vote moving forward?
This vote is so important. This vote sucks. All I can say is that, like, we have to look out for ourselves and, like, we all want to win. So, like, that's our ultimate goal.
All right, it's time to vote. Joseph, we're going to start with you.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, I feel really bad about this, but you flipped on your other tribe. I'm afraid that's going to happen to us. For right now, this is what I'm feeling.
Joe, I really like you as a person, but have to admit it's kind of cool that I voted you that very first tribe swap time, and now I get to write you again and actually send you on your way home before the merge. It's a little bit cool, gotta be honest.
This sucks.
Alright, if anybody has a hidden immunity item you'd like to play it, now would be the time to do so.
Can you imagine?
Once the votes are read, the decision is final. The person voted out will be asked to leave the tribal council area immediately. I'll read the votes. First vote, Spencer. Joseph. Joseph. It's 2 votes Joseph, 1 vote Spencer, 1 vote left. 7th person voted out as Survivor Boston. Joseph.
Joe, it's only because we all think you're gonna win.
Oh, that's
that is
understandable.
Solely because of the reason,
Just ring
Joe.
your button.
Yeah.
I would vote for you to win. We love you.
Yeah, I love you guys too. No, it's fine. Joseph, the tribe has spoken. Okay.
Oh,
sorry.
No, it's fine. It's.
You're my favorite person.
Sorry. Good luck,
Goodbye,
guys.
Joe.
Good luck,
Be
guys.
on crew if you want.
So here, I'll talk to you guys in a second.
Okay.
Bye, Joe.
Bye.
I feel like shit.
Alright, you guys are down to 3 tribe members left. Clearly, you guys are banking on a merge. Let's see if that happens.
Literally,
Grab your stuff.
literally.
Next time on Survivor Boston. Anybody who knows this game will understand one thing. The merge changes everything.
I'm gonna read it. I'm gonna read it. Congratulations, you have made the merge.
So, yeah, I totally understand why you guys did that. I'm really gonna miss you guys. Tay, you better win. For God's sake, I really hope you win. Take out people who you think are snaky. Please take out Emily. Yeah, just go out there and kill it. I love you guys. Peace.